We've seen people who make a very good living on social media, whether they're full-fledged social influencers or just people with huge followings.
There are people like Jen Hamilton from Asheboro, who has a big following, as Bob shows us in this evening's Social Media Stars edition of the Buckley Report. That status will never replace the job that sustains her emotionally.
This is a dramatic reenactment of real-life events.
Jen Hamilton promises she's just like you.
I don't know if they... Is that a chicken? It's a chicken.
Except...
Hello.
with chickens.
My son is obsessed with the chickens. But yeah, now we're weird chicken people who have indoor chickens.
Indoor chickens that wear diapers that Jen swaddles.
She loves it so much.
Even have their names listed among the family flock. It's just part of the craziness she shares with her more than 3 million TikTok and Instagram followers every day. How did you get into this whole craziness?
I started out just posting the silly parts of my life and silly parts about being a nurse and being a mom. And then I started talking about some of the things that maybe aren't so comfortable to talk about, kind of the things that maybe people hide. And I think that people saw that and kind of felt that they related to a lot of the things that I would talk about that maybe a lot of people weren't.
She's used her following to create extra income working with companies whose products she already used, like Lilac Headbands, where she's something of a cover girl, to O'Hara Nails.
All right, all of them are off. Let's pick a new design. All right, I'm between the navy and the tortoise shell with the gold flecks. I think those are really pretty. Nope, asymmetrical French, definitely.
This is all for fun. Jen's true calling is as a labor and delivery nurse.
I don't think that any dopamine that I would ever get from being online and having people like what I say will ever replace the connection that I can have with my patients.
A connection sometimes fused with tears.
Losing babies and what that looks like whenever you come home and you have to be a mom after having the worst shift of your life. Like, that really affects you.
Expressed in this post Jen did,
I don't wanna talk
in which she never said a word.
about the things we've been through.
Social media has allowed her nursing skills to comfort people she's never even met.
I was just sobbing and crying and like trying to breathe through it, and I was in a really bad place, and I was super, super scared.
I tell my patients, it's okay for you to be scared because I'm not.
Jen Hamilton, this video is for you and the ripple effect that you are making in the world.
And I've found that people are adopting that phrase. And I had somebody make a video that they were like in Canada getting surgery and their nurse told them that. And so it's really special to hear that come back to me.
In this moment, I was so scared and I was in so much pain. And my nurse looked me in the eyes and she said to me, I know you're scared, but I'm not.
Not just anyone in Canada, it was Olympian Adrienne Jones.
It was the most powerful, the most impactful thing that anyone could have said to me in that moment.
It's moments like that which tell Jen Hamilton she has balanced her life just right.
Social media is fun, but it's not what fulfills me as a human being. And being able to be next to people who are going through the best and worst days of their life is what drives me to be a better human.
And you can see it all.
At this point, I'm fairly certain that the Lord put me here on this earth just so he could laugh at me on a daily basis.
With a click
You might say, Jen, it looks like you got a little sun on your face.
on your phone.
Really?
Bob Buckley,
Do I?
Fox 8 News.